What's up, everybody? It's Ghost Train 615. The date is February 24th, 2019. One day before my lights in my house get turned off, which will be effective tomorrow morning. And who's doing this, do you ask? The assholes, the socialist assholes of the Norwich Department of Public Utilities. A real bunch of certified scumbags. The electric bill's not really in my name, it's in my mother's name. But god damn it, when I see a bill that says $931, there's a problem. There's a problem. And these brain farts have a problem. You're too stupid to know who you're getting into things with. It's number one. Number two, this video is going to go unexpurgated, full tilt, mad, pissed off, anything else you can think of. So Susan Wojcicki, again, like the last time, I don't give a damn about your feelings or the feelings of the Norwich Department of Utilities. That's another thing I'm going to address too. An outrageous bill like this one really can rub somebody the wrong way. It's not like I got 20,000 goddamn things in my house running at the same time. That's not humanly possible. I try to make sure that if there's a light on, I turn it off. If there's anything else like my stereo over here, there's a main switch to turn everything off there too. And just to let you know, this is my favorite corner, by the way. My Realtor sits there. I do a lot of recording and mixing tapes on that. My 1996 Fender bass named Billie Jean is downstairs here on the floor in her case. But that's got nothing to do with nothing here. I do a lot from this corner. My Fania CDs are over there. My other CDs are right here. And there's some dance records over here too. So much for the guided tour. Now, a $931 utility bill comes to my house in my mother's name. Can I ask you peckerheads at the DPU something out of common sense? Whose luxury lifestyle are we paying for? Is this what you do to people like me? So you can live your lavish life of Riley lifestyle that you've been living? Well, there's two things I know. Number one, you assholes should have been placed in jail for all the shit you did, taking trips to the Kentucky Derby over 4 years and going to some fucking Virginia golf course. Whose money did you pay that shit with? Oh, I know who. Mine and every single one of the mindless sheep that this shithole named Norwich, Connecticut has to offer. Your town sucks so fucking bad. You're making my hometown of the Bronx look like Coney Island. And at least if you fucked around in the Bronx, you got your ass beat. Right out in the street, right out in the open. If you so much as stole a purse in that block, you were chased down and you got your ass kicked. But the DPU seems to think that they're an entity unto themselves. You stand up against them, they get butthurt, they send a goon and the cops to your house. Well, let me give you a clue, assholes. That's collusion. You're colluding. And what do you think a lawyer is going to say when that person you tried to victimize turns around and decides to sue your goddamn ass? You're going to think you're a god then? A judge in the New London courtroom won't think so. And the last time I blasted these assholes was when they had us in the dark for nearly a week. And where my mother was concerned and where I'm concerned. You see, I'm a diabetic. I didn't ask to be one, but I got stuck with it. And I've been a diabetic since November 25th, 1992. Now, you fuckbacks at the DPU, do you have a medical physician on staff to make that determination? I highly doubt it. You wouldn't be able to pay him. What's pissing me off is that I've been taking this shit for so long. These morons think they're invincible. No, you're not. I got my rights within the laws. The laws that you try to evade, by the way. You're not going to send nobody to my house no more. Because if I see one of you motherfuckers in my driveway and you got a car behind you, I'm going to make sure I take both your pictures and I'm going to charge you with trespassing and collusion. Because that's a conspiracy. I may not be Perry Mason. Then after I show the video to that lawyer, what's that lawyer going to say? I also have in my hand, even though I don't normally read this stupid rag paper, namely the Norwich Bulletin, which is nothing but a liberal left-wing piece of garbage, pile of fluff. Okay? It says here, dated February 12th, 2019, Tuesday, by the way, City Council grills board on builder. Now, this idiot builder, John Builder, used to be the general manager of the Norwich Department of Utilities, Public Utilities. He's out on his ass. But instead of being fired like he should have been because of these junkets involving federal money, he gets himself a nice severance package of 150 grand, compliments of the working suckers. Suckers like me and suckers like you. Where in the law is this allowable? Or does the law even care? I know the law is their lapdog. They snap their fingers and the law comes running. Well, you know what? You assholes didn't write the First Amendment and you're not in control of it. You get buttered after watching this? Fuck your feelings. Hashtag fuck your feelings. I'm not going to bow down to a bunch of scumbags that think they're going to live the life of luxury. While most of us, I'm not saying every, most of us work for shitty contractors out of New Britain, Connecticut for peanuts. And by the way, to that shitty contractor in New Britain, you know who you are. And you're a fucking punk. In the meantime, what does this article tell me? I mean, I know the good old boys in City Hall didn't do the right thing. That would be considered strenuous exercise in stupidity. And a very serious lack of common sense, I might add. If it was anybody else that abused federal funds for joyrides, they'd be in jail immediately. But since this is, what is this asshole's name again? Since there's a guy named John Builder, don't do it again. We'll give you a nice severance package. Suckers like me are still paying for that goddamn severance package, and we weren't asked, were we? What's with you freaking monkey asses that you don't know how to hold a public forum on whether we can say no or not? You good old boys in City Hall, you're guilty of this too. You don't have a Puerto Rican or a black man or even a Chinaman among any of you. Why is that? Anybody? That's the answer I thought that I would get. Your brain farts couldn't light a match. You couldn't even start a lawnmower. And whatever you do, you're like the fucking government, Congress that we're stuck with now. Whatever you do is made to benefit you and you only. And you give the middle finger to everybody else like me that has to live in this fucking shithole. and your DPU rips people off on a daily breakfast basis, and you make threats toward them if we don't pay. And then $931. You brain farts better tell me where the fuck that shit came from, because I'm smelling a rat. And the smell is coming from your direction. And even though I'm in my house right now, I'm smelling it. Okay? You have this habit also that if I pay off one half of a goddamn balance, you add another balance in. Where in the law is that allowed? I think you people can wait until 2 months from now till I can afford it. But it must be nice for you fucking brain farts to have a nice 40-hour-a-week job, isn't it? Compared to people like me that are getting shit and taking shit from you for too long. This is a disgusting turn of events, and I'm sure nothing positive came out of it. I'm sure the good old boys didn't do anything either, except a slap on the wrist for this fucking scumbag John Builder. Well, I'm putting you on notice as of now, DPU. And you better take this for what it is and for which it stands. I'm going to say what I want, when I want. You don't like it, piss on you. You send anybody to my fucking house again, and if I see a black and white in tow, I'm going to get a lawyer, and he's going to charge you bastards with collusion, besides property trespassing. And I'm going to make sure that I get to a news outlet that's going to know about your little shady $931 electric bill. And again, we'll see what you're going to do about it. I'm going to damn well pay you back in any possible way that I can, that the Constitution will allow. And by the way, brain farts, you didn't write the Constitution either. You're too much less freaking stupid to even read it. You aren't gods. You're a bunch of nobodies. Without us, you have no lavish lifestyle. There's one guy in there that I trust, and he's absolved of this, by the way. So far, that guy has been the only one that I can trust in there, while the rest of you assholes, not so much. I'm getting tired of being extorted. And you better make sure you take real good care of me. You better make sure nothing happens to me. Because if it does, I'm going to make sure this gets out. YouTube's going to have the first piece of this pie. But I'm going to share this among friends to tell them what a bunch of pricks you really are. Yeah, that's right, Norwich DPU. I'm calling your bitch asses out. Because you're a bunch of bitch asses. And you suck. Just like the Department of Motor Vehicles. You're both conspirators. You both suck. I'll bet I know who it was that put in Ned Lamont, a.k.a. Dickhead Malloy 2.0 in Hartford. I wouldn't be surprised if any of you brain farts had anything to do with that either. I've already said what I had to say. Norwich DPU, you're full of shit. And if I smell that there is a fix, I'm going to be the least of your problems. I'm going to turn your sexual harassment case from February 2017, of which you paid out $33,000, of which I'm sure that was our money, to a sexual harassment victim. I'm going to make that look like a Boy Scout picnic if you keep pushing us. You can only hit a dog with a stick for so long, and that dog's going to turn around and bite you. Unless you want to see how hard this dog can bite you, you and your conspiring pals better back the fuck off. Until tomorrow, that's where the extortion will begin. I'm getting sick of losing my money to you bastards. I need my money for bigger and better problems that I'm stuck with right now. You're the bitch. And 99 problems, but a bitch, namely the Norwich DPU, ain't one of them. Girl Street 615, the patriotic Puerto Rican American who believes in the Constitution, signing off.